This video is brought to you by Fury Arcade. Also, you can now easily book your next coaching session or one of the other coaching services available in the link in the description below. I want to show you this clip that I posted today on Twitter, okay? Because this is a very important buff, and I want you guys to understand this. This is gonna be on Twitter. This is gonna be on YouTube. Let me just pause the music right here and just discuss this buff real quickly for the next 10 minutes. We can talk about this buff and explain how strong this is, because I certainly believe that this is the go-to button right now in some scenarios. So what am I talking about? I'm talking about this. And we have, yep, watch this, guys, okay? Watch this with me. So what are you seeing? You see like me mashing forward heavy kick. Look at that. I'm just mashing it and it's catching whatever people are doing. Like if they block it, I don't follow up with anything. I just do it again. I'm literally just doing it again. I'm not waiting or anything like that. And it's catching whatever. It is catching everything. How is this happening? Look at this. Look at this. That was not a mash, but that was like a calculated, like, you know, like a calculated, you know, prediction that he's gonna go for a button. And the exact same thing over here. Look at that. I'm doing heavy kick, forward heavy kick, forward heavy kick. Whatever he presses, and you can see like this is working versus multiple different characters. Luke, like characters that have amazing ranges. Like we all know that Luke has incredible range in terms of his heavy punch, his crouching medium kick. Look at that, crouching medium kick, crouching medium punch. You know, JP has, you know, standing light kick. Also, he's getting hit by it right here. Right? Look at that. Look at it over here. Look at it. It's hitting him. In the previous one, he was getting hit by heavy punch. Do you guys know how far does JP's heavy punch go? Like, and it's still working against him. It is still working against them. So this is actually thanks to Capcom's new buff for Ryu in Season 2, which they have buffed the pushback for forward heavy kick. This is like something that I've always requested, by the way. Maybe not so openly, because I always thought that this might be a nice change, but not a mandatory change. But if Ryu ever gets it, it would be nice. I've gotten questions in my stream and on Twitter before. How would you make forward heavy kick better? Because it seemed like it's a move that was not utilized properly, right? And people were saying, make it -3, make it -2, make it, and I was always saying, just make the pushback longer, just make the pushback bigger, you know, because I want to be able to fish it like this. Exactly, we have a prime example of Guile. Guile does the exact same thing with his Sobat kick, right? So the reason why that thing is so strong is because of the pushback. It has good range, and because of the pushback. Yes, this move is like 16 frames, which is considered to be slow, but because of the pushback, because it also goes over crouching attacks, like crouching medium kick or something of that sort, or a sweep or something like that sort, this is a very good tool to, like, you know, utilize in the corner. And I will show you guys right now why. I'll show you why this move is really good. So if you go for Luke over here, you have to space it, and I will show you the spacing right now. I will show you. It's so simple to follow. It's so simple to realize that you are in the right space to do it, and it's just very consistent. I'll show you the what does it beat and how does it get beaten. Okay, I know some people will be mad about that because they don't want people to know the answer. You guys can vote in the comments, by the way, in the chat, if you guys want me to show you how does it get beaten or not. Okay, because this is going on YouTube. So anyways, so if I go on the over here to the corner, let me just go to the left corner because my overlays is over there. So what do you want to do? You don't want to do it over here. So if we keep block reversal as light punch, right? We just do light punch over here like this, and you make it count number 1, no delays whatsoever as I punish. You do this. Actually his light punch does not work because it's 7 frames. Let's go for crouching light punch. Yeah, you see that? If you do it from here, you're gonna get punished. You have to space it. Yes, I told you have to space it. Yeah. So basically, if you do it from here, you're gonna get punished, right? But look at this. If you do it from like 2 boxes, like from here, you see where this line is? See where this line is? It is very easy for you to realize that you are standing in the right place in a match, even if you are not playing in the grid. See where this line is? If you just stand over here like this, like 2 boxes away, okay, and you do it like this, look at that. It's crouching light punch now whiffs, and this works for all light punches. Okay, so if I do it this way, look at that, look at that, look at that. I have to do it 3 times. He has to block it 3 times before it is punishable. Even if I do it from far away, like look at this, from here, it will still connect. Look at that. I'm mashing it. 5 times. 5 times until I was in range for the punish. Okay, so this is all thanks to the new buff where the pushback has increased in forward heavy kick, and now Ryu can actually like throw this move safely, especially in the corner. Why is this very strong in the corner? Why is this very strong in the corner? Okay, it is used to be always punishable in the corner no matter how you space it. Yeah, like it was always very bad. And it was more like a knowledge check for players. But now it's a proper button. Now it's a proper threat. So why is this so good? Because as we stated before, that this move goes through you know what is it called? Goes through crouching attack. So if we do this over here, hold up. No, that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do it 4 frames or 5 frames. So you see that? So it's going over because he's hopping, right? He's going airborne. So it's going over the crouching medium kick. Okay, so this is why this is very strong, because you can catch people when you're expecting them to go for a low. That's the first benefit of this. So for example, if I'm spacing somebody, if you're playing versus somebody and you space them, you make them block something like this, you make them block this over here, what is the logical button that they're gonna press? The logical button that they're gonna press is not a light punch. They are not going to press a light punch over here, because everybody knows, anybody who knows his character, you'll know that this light punch is gonna whiff from here, whether you're Luke, whether you're Chun-Li, whatever you are. From here it's gonna whiff, from here it's gonna whiff. So what is the logical button for them to press over here? Crouching medium kick. Crouching medium kick. Even crouching medium punch, look at that, it whiffs. Look at that, it's not reaching. So if you're from here, look at that, it's not reaching. So you have to be very close. But from here, no logical button other than this one. And it might even whiff. So you have to be like, you know, people will fish for the crouching medium kick like this. That's why you see people spacing when they put you in the corner. If they don't want to be here, you don't want to be here. When you put somebody in the corner and you're not here, you don't want to be here, because here you're vulnerable to this, right? But if you're here, you're vulnerable. You're safe from this. So if somebody attempts this, you're gonna whiff punish them, and if somebody jumps, you're gonna anti-air them, and then get in front of their face again, and you can even trap with fireballs and stuff, right? Or you can even trap with EX fireball. If you get a hit, do super. So that's another topic, right? So the logical button to be used over here is crouching medium kick. So this beats crouching medium kick. And on top of this, it will beat whatever they press from this range. Now with this pushback, it will beat whatever, it will be safe. What I'm trying to say is that they will block it. They will block this, and then they will attempt to press something else, right? So if you just do it twice in a row, like this, right? After they block the first one, they're gonna attempt a button, and this is gonna beat that button. Because that button is gonna whiff, whether it's because the range or because the fact that the forward heavy kick goes over the crouching attacks, right? So this is why it's so successful. So for example, if I have you know Luke do a crouching medium kick, Okay, let's not delay it. Let's just make it like immediate after he blocks this. Oh, I just have to like space it correctly, like here. See that? It just requires some kind of spacing and some kind of. You have to do it quickly. You should not be delaying it. Like over there, I was delaying it a little bit, so that's why I was getting hit by the crouching medium kick. But if you do it instantly after you finish the first one, like this one, you will go through it and you can do it, right? Even if you have Luke do a crouching medium punch like this, it will still work because it's a space trap, right? It will go over the crouching medium kick. Even if you enter the space of the crouching medium kick, you will do it if you do it quickly. Like that was a good example. The error that I did over there without the headphones, that was a good example where if you wait a little bit and Luke does crouching medium kick immediately, it will not be good. But it might work if Luke does a late crouching medium kick, right? But if in any case, you should be doing it like immediately, right? Because it's so good to beat whatever they press afterwards, whether it's a medium punch or a medium kick. And as I said, if they press a light punch right here, it's not gonna work, right? But that's not logical. That's not what people do. They don't press light punches at these ranges. In these ranges, Luke will probably do this, or he will do this, or he will do this, the heavy punch, right? So even if you have him do standing heavy punch like this, hold up. Okay, so apparently, yeah, you have to do it like very close, very like max range like this. At least with like heavy punch, because as we said, that crouching medium kick, like this move goes over the crouching medium kick, but that move is a standing move. So that move you have to space it really correctly. So you cannot do it from like here. If you're doing it from here, what would be like the logical, like the things that we would normally beat, like it would be like very good against, would be very good against crouching heavy kicks, crouching medium kicks, sorry, and crouching medium punches, and things that would either whiff or things that are low hitting. So this would go over them, right? But if they go for a heavy kick, you have to, for a heavy punch like that, you have to space it correctly. So then it will whiff. Right? Because this is still -6. This is still -4 on block, and it's still a 16 framer. So there's no way that if you are in the range of the heavy kick, of the heavy punch, that this is gonna win. There is no way, right? You're gonna get counter hit. But if you space it correctly, where the heavy punch is gonna whiff, like this, hold up, like here, boom, 2 boxes, hold up, like this, you know, you can get it done. It requires practice, it requires that, but also again, as I'm telling you from experience, right? If somebody blocks a heavy kick like this, if somebody blocks something like this in front of their face, they are probably not pressing a heavy punch afterwards. Okay, like if they press a heavy punch afterwards, and yeah, that was unexpected. But normally what people will do over there in this case is they will press this, or they will press this, or something of that sort, because they wanna do this and get you back to the corner, right? So it's a space trap. It is very good, and it's also not only this, but it's also very nice for you know, drive rush. So if, for example, if I have Luke do a crouching medium punch like this, and I do something of that sort, okay, that was a true block swing. You see that? Okay, hold up. See that you can get a counter hit this way, or this way. That was a true block swing. Yeah, it's very good. It's better than heavy punch from my experience. Like if you just want to trap somebody, this is much better because it still goes horizontally more than heavy punch. So if he goes for a medium kick like this, See, that's gonna beat him. So sometimes what happens is people will try to like check if you're drive rushing behind a fireball and you're drive rushing like from a very long range. Let's not say behind a fireball. Let's you're drive rushing from like, you know, a very long range like this. People are not gonna try to check the drive rush with light punches or something. They're gonna try to check the drive rush with crouching mid kick. So what will happen is, sorry, what will happen is something of that sort. Hold up, like this. See that, and you hit them because this goes over the crouching mid kicks, as we said. So this could be also like a very cheap way to just like, you know, go over the opponent's, you know, option when checking drive rush, because they go for crouching mid kick, right? And this goes over crouching mid kick. So you can get something like this. See that? Because with drive rush you get extra frames. You get, you know, you're able to like, you know, confirm the attack with, you know, more stuff. And this is hit confirmable. This is hit confirmable. So if you have him here, let's just put him as punish counter. Let's just make it easier, just for the sake of or just make it standard, right? See that? So hold up. It's a little bit more difficult than heavy punch, but it's possible. See that? It's possible. It's definitely possible. So this is without even a counter hit. So with a counter hit, you get more frames to be able to confirm this. And with punish counter, you get even more frames to confirm this. Punish counter is going to be like the instance or the scenario where you normally get this hit, because it's gonna punish counter crouching mini kicks, right? Or it's gonna punish counter with crouching medium punches, right? This is why this is very good. Let me just watch that example again, the one that I showed you, so then you guys can understand how strong this is. Like, I'm using this versus some of the best players in the region. Okay, like this is a pro player, and you can see that he is falling for it. You see that? Mashing it. I'm just mashing it. I'm just mashing it, and boom. See that? That's exactly what I told you guys, that they're going for a crouching medium kick over there, and it just goes over them. That's the logical answer over there. And boom, he's dead like that. Look at that damage. And this move, this move with EX Statsu and DP, it has less scaling. It almost has no scaling. You guys can correct me if it has scaling. I haven't checked, but it feels like there is no scaling. It does so much damage. Like you could lose over 50% just from that. So it's definitely very, very strong. You can see here from Luke, you can see these examples are from like the characters with like some of the best ranges in the game. Heavy punch, that's the same example that I showed you guys over there. He used heavy punch, but because I spaced it correctly over there, heavy punch got beaten, and I got the W from there. So the same thing over here, and I knew over here, I knew that I'm in the right space to use that, right? And I knew that what's the logical option? The logical option is that he's gonna go for a crouching medium kick, right? So I immediately went for it. I was like, yes, this is the time to use it. Boom! Hit him with it, and he's dead afterwards. He went on burnout, right? Same thing over here. After drive rush, you see that it's like it moved me forward so much. And in drive rush, this is actually like minus. This is 0, because normally it's -4. With drive rush, it will be 0. So if you press light punch and they press light punch, it's gonna trade. But if you press light punch and they press medium punch, you're gonna win. You're gonna get a counter hit. So it's just a good you know, pressure tool with drive rush. Boom, boom. You see that? Even light kicks are whiffing. And you can see like it's easy for me to understand or to realize whether it's a hit or whether it's blocked. If it's blocked, I'm not confirming. Whether it's a hit, I'm confirming, because I'm confirming even with punish counter, so it gives me more time to, like, you know, get the confirm. Boom. I spaced myself correctly. I realized that I'm in the right place. Look at that. I'm standing right below the timer. Right below the timer. So I knew that I was like, okay, this is a good place to be in, right? Boom, boom, hit him again with it, boom. I told you that this is the logical option over there is to go for a crouching medium kick. That's the logical option because you're far away from them and they want to hit you with a long range attack. Even if it's blocked, they're gonna drive rush, they're gonna try to grab you back to the corner, right? This is exactly what always happens in matches. So this is a very good way. Just go over that and avoid it completely. Seems very strong, right? And it is very strong. And if you play Ryu and you've been utilizing this, okay, you've been doing this more and more and more, you will realize how strong this is. Like if you start using it in matches, you'll be like, oh wow, this is like very, very strong. So how do you beat it? You beat it very easily. You just jump over it, right? So if we have this guy just do this, and then we record it as the block reversal, and we just put him and block everything, and you put him over here, right? So he can just get away with it, and he's a little bit late, but you get the idea, right? He can jump over it. Even if we have him just do forward jump as the next move, you can see that he just goes through it, and he can actually get like a punish counter if he times it correctly. Forward jump like this. See that he can get a punish from here basically. So that's also one thing. Other thing is that there is always drive impact. Yeah, so you get hit like this. Also, there is always perfect parry and whatnot. But again, you can delay it a little bit and wait and see what the opponent does. If they drive impact, you can drive impact them. If they jump, you can anti-air them. I've done that. I've done that in matches. I'm telling you guys after I've experimented with this. Like I've done this, and then they forward jump like this. So did a forward jump like this, and then I hit them with something like that. Right? So I've done this. So it's a mini game. It's a mini game. They block this, and now they have to like either go for something that's risky, which is drive impact or jumps, right? Or they just sit there and take the pressure, and it chips a lot of damage. Look at that! It chips a lot of drive meat. It chips half, right? So sometimes when they block this 3 times, you know, I'm talking about really good players. I'm talking about really good players. You're doing this to them. Now they're suddenly close to like burnout. Now they're suddenly close to burnout. So they have to really think about their next move. What am I gonna do? Am I gonna jump? But he anti-aired me last time when I jumped. What am I supposed to do over here? Drive impact? They don't think about that. That's not their first thought. The first thought is this. And boom. Gets hit. That is the beauty of this move. I love this buff. I love this buff, and I've used it a lot. I've used it today. I've used it yesterday. Started using it yesterday, and ever since yesterday, it won me a lot of matches. That clip that I showed you, that compilation of clips, that literally happened in a matter of an hour. I got that many hits, that many, you know, confirms of this move in just 1 hour versus high-level master players. Only one of them was like 1580 MR, but all of the others were like 1800s, 1700s and stuff, which is in this region are like very strong. So I think they can also drive rush interrupt, but that's not a logical answer though. If you're stuck in the corner, are they really gonna do that? Are they really gonna do that? They're not gonna do that, right? You don't see somebody blocking something then drive rush afterwards. You don't see that happening in the corner. So they can guess. And also, as I said, like if you're expecting something like that, you can do this and then wait a little bit. And then if they drive rush, you're gonna see the green, you're gonna see the blue that comes before it, the parry. You can just check it. You just check it. Yeah, that guy was Ryu is number 1. Ryu is not number 1. Ryu's not number 1. Let's not get things twisted. But yeah, this is very strong. This is a very nice buff. It's very strong. I highly recommend that you guys implement this in your game plan and start using it. And the moment from now you're seeing it, you might be like, this is not too good. Yeah, he's like overreacting and stuff like that. But when you use it in a match and it works out for you, you implement it and you know execute it correctly, you will realize that, oh, this is good. You'll have that moment like, oh, I see it right now. You'll have that moment, trust me. So yeah, that's it for this one.